Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, text number 26. Adachainam nityajadam nityam va manyase mrudam. Tadabhitvam mahabaho nainam sochidam arhasi. If, nevertheless, Krishna says, you believe that the soul takes birth and dies forever, you still do not have any reason to mourn. O powerful carrier of the weapon, Mahabaho means O powerful carrier of all weapons, nuclear weapons. So Krishna here talking the materialistic philosophy. The materialistic person has some idea in this world because they were the follower of a Charvaka Rishi. A Rishi in the ancient time advertised or recommended a life of hedonism, that you can enjoy life. As long you are alive in this world, you should enjoy as much as possible. However, this person, materialistic Rishi, happened to be a vegetarian person. He says, Runang kritva gridam pibe yavan jive sugam jive. Whether you buy, borrow, steal, you should buy the ghee, clarified butter. Cooking the preparation in clarified butter is a sign of advanced civilization. Many people prefer very rich food. The idea is to enjoy the flavor of the food. So Rishi Charvaka also is telling that it is costly, therefore you need to steal, borrow money from anybody and everybody and enjoy life. You can have the best apartments, vehicles, food and enjoy. So someone may actually say, sir, whatever you are recommending is all sinful activities. There will be karma. Charvaka Muni says that Basmi Bhudasya Dehasya. Hare Baba, this body, when it actually dies and burnt to ashes in the crematorium, when are we going to come back to this life again? So you don't need to worry about we are going to take birth again. There is no rebirth. There is no punarjanma. There is no life after death. So many materialistic scientists and philosophers follow this philosophy, especially in the West. If you analyze any sect of or a group of people doing social service or communist service, capitalist service, internationalism or altruism or philanthropism, or even detached people, they're all following somebody, some Rishi from the past. There is always a leader who advocated and canvassed people to join their philosophical belief. So Charvaka is actually one of the guys. They want everyone to enjoy life and have as much experience as possible in the pleasurable world. So that is the idea. So now the Supreme Lord is actually saying, even if you don't believe in the existence of the soul, what does it matter to you? There is no karma in any way. But now, in order to live happily at present, in any way, you need to annihilate these people. And there is no reactions if you don't believe in the existence of the soul. So you kill them, O Mahabaho. So Lord, so far he explained the symptoms of the spirit soul by its consciousness. And soul is too minute. You cannot actually see it. So therefore, the soul can actually go through or survive all kinds of seasons and all kinds of turmoils and problems, or nuclear powers or fire or electricity or wind, water. None of these things even comes in gigantic way and try to annihilate the human race. The soul never will be killed because it is too small and it can survive any conditions of material existence. So therefore, you kill them all. So why are you not killing? So because he was still reluctant to commence the war, the Lord began actually tell him that, okay, even if you don't believe in the spirit soul, right? I told you the spirit soul is like this, like this. You are not actually fighting. So the Lord is actually taking another path. Okay, let me actually speak to this fellow that there is no existence of the soul. He may take up his bow and arrow, may fight. So the Lord was thinking that way and begin to explain. Even if you don't believe in the existence of the soul, still there is no reason for mourning on these guys, just to kill them all. So we can actually see this is the Kali Yuga's idea. Most of the people of different countries or even our India, not our India, because India can be everyone's, because it's place of God consciousness, land of God. Anybody can actually come and render devotion service to the Supreme Lord. So nothing is ours in this material world. Everything is belong to God. So we should understand that enjoyment program or materialistic program is recommended by Rishi Charvaka and Jabali Rishi. So he said that, since the Jagat is actually mithya, we can always enjoy as much as possible. But the Vaishnava philosophy or the Supreme Lord recommends this world is temporary, not Maya. The reality is always there. Even if you believe that it is Maya, if he pinch you, you feel pain. So it means it's real. So everything that you eat, enjoy, you can see, you're conscious, everything is real. But it is not permanent. It is temporary. Like your happiness and miseries are coming and going. Like this entire creation is temporary, material creation especially. The spiritual creation is actually eternal. So in this material world, the human beings try for happiness. They strive to become more and more happy by acquiring the material objects. So that is what we are going from one place to another place, to one office to another office, one bank to another bank, one company to another company, one religious organization to another religious organization. Why? Because we are not satisfied. We think the other members can actually make me happy. Other organization can make me happy. Another company can make me happy. Another religious belief can actually make me happy. The happiness is actually inside. And the mind is in between the happiness and the objects. It's always creating troubles for us. But we are unable to realize how this mind is dictating us to do various kinds of sinful activity. Therefore, we are not happy because we are trying to look for happiness. If we do not look for happiness and we just want to be the way the God actually dictates, our karma dictates, we live like that and cultivate spiritual knowledge and keep Krishna in our middle of our life, then things will be very, very, very transparent. All these bad elements, you can actually see the pain may not actually reduce, but we start realizing it. It's all about the experience. We need to experience the miseries and we need to realize the misery. We are experiencing it, but we are not realizing now. So these materialistic sages have illusion everybody by recommending them to take up the material way of life. So that is really creating problems. So therefore we need to go to a right personality, God, and his true representatives, qualified representatives, and take instructions from them and stick with spiritual life. The happiness is found in spiritual life, not a seconds of your taste or hearing music, some kind of forms that actually plays in front of your eyes. These are not a happiness. These are relief, a kind of relief. But real happiness actually comes when you meet with the Supreme Lord, who is the source of your own existence. So Krishna is actually some or other making him either this way or that way to fight and establish the religious principles. That is what he is trying to do. So thank you very much. We continue tomorrow. Hare Krishna.